All right,
My
so
listing.
good morning. Thank you all for being here. Let's get started. So 952 East Walnut in LaGrange, 83,000 Linda Plant.
Well,
It's a nice big lot.
Oh.
.901 North Jones Street in Baytown, 175 Jonathan Williamson.
That must be a red list.
I thought he had a contract on it, but maybe.
Yeah.
What area is that?
In Baytown.
Cute house.
That's
It
a really
is
cute
really
house.
cute.
Yeah, I know somebody was looking for.
I know he's had a lot of interest. .1928 Augusta Village Townhomes, 236 Jana Giammalva. .11 Memorial in Hudson Forest, 240 Leanne Salmons. .5418 Edith in Meyerland, 255 Thomas Claffey. Grays View Terrace, it says. Says the house that is also being sold.
I think it's a vacant lot next door to
Oh, okay.
another listing, and they separated them.
Yes, okay, so it's 5414 and 5418. 11635 Cedar Creek in Lakeside Place, 307 Beverly Jordan. $14,718 Golden Bow Lane in Fall Creek, 383 Ron Espinoza. Cool. $2437 South Boulevard, 448 Margaret Vinson. $2422 Nantucket in West Haven Estates, 469 Suzanne Cade. a double.
Party tub.
Right, 5166 Chevy Chase, 595 Headley Carpus.
Okay.
5323 Yarwell in Meyerland, 625 Headley Carpus. Never flooded. '23 Brays Valley in Meyerland, 648 Susan Boss. Wow, that's very white.
Clean slate.
Those floors, wow. Got a good deal on some marble.
I've shown this, and you need sunglasses,
Really?
or don't go early in the morning.
It looks gorgeous.
No, it's pretty white.
Looks like the same colors as the
Building.
Yeah. 9407 Cranley Court in Meyerland, 648 Susan Boss.
This one's the same way. You need your shades there too.
'5416 Lacey in Rice Military, 659 Cindy Fremo. Aw, the puppy.
Look at that little guy. He almost blends in with the.
He does.
Like one of those happy young. Nice shirt. Nice one.
221 Portland Street in Rice, Portland Avenue Terrace, 675 Philip Alter. Museum District.
Those are the ones that Mike speared for when they first were built.
Oh, okay.
Mike had those. With the pneumatic elevator.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Marlene, didn't y'all sell those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's
What'd she
see.
say?
221, yeah.
Doesn't say.
Those are the same ones.
They're up for resale now, Marlene.
It's okay. Hard to find it. Well, I have two sizes. Yeah.
The elevator, you mean, is too small?
Yeah.
When they,
I saw
Marlene, y'all remember when you had that cocktail party when you introduced it and all the young girls in their skirts were there and all the guys were on the first floor looking going up in the elevator? It's hilarious.
6025 South Rice Avenue, 810 Michelle Alexander.
So this is a traditional 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, well kept. What's unique is it doesn't sit on Rice Avenue. It's a gated community that accesses off of South Rice, and it's only 4 homes. So individual, single family, the lot size is about 7,400 with each of them. So super secure and well located, just outside the loop.
Really pretty.
The sellers were amazing with getting this house ready to list. That is staged with
Where
their
on Rice
furniture.
is it?
So just north of Furnace.
Okay.
Oh, south of Furnace. It's like
Around
super close.
Furnace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super close.
Here's the house, 5414 Edith, for $995, Thomas Claffey,
Next to that.
next to the lot, right.
Cute house.
Yeah.
Not a typical. Sorry.
$53.19 Lillian in Rice Military, $999, Ron Espinoza.
Straight. One block from Washington.
$56.10 Del Monte in Briarcroft, $1,049,000 Angela Longo.
I think this is a relist. I had this listed a long time ago. I'm sure it's a relist. It's a great house, it has a limited yard, but, this is a good price point for 5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms?
Not sure. Good family. All right. This.
$26.22 Sutton Court, $1,075,000 Lisa Bear.
It's a realist.
$701 Magdalene in Glengarry Wood, $1,001,000 Karen Harburg. Edward Village. $11,714 Green Bay in Bunker Hill, $1,250,000 Joanne Lamons. Seven West Terrace Drive in Arlington Court, $1,299,000, Martha Adger.
I think this is a
This is
re-list.
relisted. Stable list too.
Yeah.
Thirty 58 Lock Lane in Avalon Place, $1,003,000, Ruthie Porterfield. Wow. Oh, blue.
I know this house, y'all, this house is either gonna be torn down or somebody's who really wants to be in there for the right price. It's gonna go in and redo it.
Thank you, though, it's not.
It is
It's
cute,
very cute, it just needs to be redone, has not had anything done to it.
but it is so charming or something.
It's charming,
It's
yes,
so cute.
like the New England style.
Yeah.
3781 Georgetown in West U, $1,799,000, Debbie Crow. Four Sleepy Oak Circle in Hunters Creek, $2,350,000, Joanne Lamons. Big house. 8715 Stable Crest in Staplewood, $2,490,000, Martha Adger.
It's realistic.
This is a great house. I
Yeah.
just want to say. Really well, it was my next door neighbor and it's really well-maintained house and classic and, but obviously it could be updated with some colors. These people have houses all over the world and they just, everything in it is really top notch.
So do I wanna know.
It's so interesting.
You wouldn't even have to take luggage with you.
Right.
I don't you own the
Move on.
house.
Yeah.
That's good. Right?
Puppy.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
The Manhattan.
This is,
Wow, look at
you've never
that.
seen anything like this. The owner has taken two two-story units and had an architect combine them. That's the kitchen. That kitchen has two big refrigerators, 4 freezer drawers, 2 Miele dishwashers, a 98 bottle wine cabinet, all behind that. He bought that kitchen from Pool Lindstrom. It's a famous German kitchen. Everything is famous. The artwork, he and Justin Bieber collect this artwork. The floor has been raised, so all the wiring is under the floor.
Oh, my God.
I just can't say enough about it. If you have, the entertaining spaces are unbelievable. So if you have a sports star, a single guy who's a trader, I mean, I'm telling you, this is, it's incredible.
But are there 2 stairways?
Yes, there are.
So is there a potential for one of them to be turned into an elevator, Donna?
Oh, sure. What, I mean, you can put an elevator in it. Where do you see the spaces? It's all over. So a pneumatic elevator would be perfect. That's the dining area, which has a view of the water wall in Williams Tower. And then on the back, then that's the balcony off the dining area. But then you go up and over the top, you'll see the art appreciation space. And then you have, okay, so there you go up the stairs here, and the master is the right door, right there.
Right here.
Right there. That's the master suite. And then that's the master bedroom. It's just, everything is uber cool, ultra sophisticated. If you look to the left, those panels right there hide the laundry room and the water closet. And then the it's a fabulous frameless shower with all these jets and stuff. There's the art appreciation space, which if you walk over, you see the other set of stairs going down. But this could be like a really cool, you could do a bar up there and, in sitting areas. And he has all incredibly famous artists. So it's,
So he can just lie up there and look at his artwork?
Yes, he does. That's
I
right.
think I put a TV up
I
there.
don't think my artwork's that good.
Yeah, that's put a
There
TV
it
up
is. I mean, is that cool? It's
Wow.
all the lighting
Ceiling
is programmable from every place in the
Is the
world.
ceiling concrete?
It is, it's concrete, and he left it that way. Some people paint it, some people sheetrock it, but it's, I kept it that way. There is the girls' room. He has twins, and it's a big, huge room.
Big room.
And then that door leads out to another balcony off the back, which is also a fire escape. Then that's the girls' bathroom,
Wow.
all ultra contemporary, uber cool. And that's looking out. And so this is going down the back set of stairs, which is the back unit. And if you look down, the views are incredible of the pool. And then if you see those, can you go back to that other? If you look to the right, see that crack in the wall?
Yeah.
Well, that's the theater room. But it disappears.
Oh.
They're like doors that you push are magnetic, so it disappears when you don't want to see it.
So
And the girls' room is right there on the top right, right there. That's
Is
the
it a
second.
two-bedroom?
It's a three-bedroom
Three-bedroom.
with a theater and a workout room.
So are we gonna see the theater?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
So that's, so you see coming down, they have the
Now, does
tension.
this open up to the kitchen area and the other living area?
No, it does not. You have to either go out the door and walk across, which takes you across the hallway in the Manhattan, or you go up and down.
Could you open it up?
It would be difficult.
Not
It
with the
would be
hallway there.
difficult. There's the theater room, and of course, it was done by caveman. So, it's got every bell and whistle and overhead projection equipment, 11-foot screen, stadium
Could put a
seating.
little more seating.
He did have some, I don't know where it is. And then here's the third bedroom, and it is adjacent to the theater room and the workout room. And then there's another full bath. So there's the workout room, and then you'll see the full bath, there's the bath. And so that bath would service the workout room, the theater, the bedroom, and the second seating area. That's the front of the Manhattan. And this particular unit is to the right. It's unit 402, so it would be
Three,
kind of,
those two.
yes, and it would, no, it's over one. It would be over to the
To the
right, to the right. So it's on the corner of the building. So, and it's two units, one in the front and one in the back.
Oh,
Almost 6,000. So really, if you're working with any professional athletes or rap stars or
Or
record
collectors.
producers,
Super cool.
yeah, it's uber cool. Get this one, the HOA on this unit is 6,000 square feet, is $1,540 a month. It comes with 4 parking spaces.
Wait, but there's not valet parking, is there?
No, there isn't, and there's no workout room.
And there's no.
No.
Well, you have your own.
Yeah, your own.
You have your own workout room. But please let me know if you, we do need to vet the people that are coming to see it. So, I just need to know if you're working with someone that you know.
Donna, is the concierge there 24 hours?
24 hours, yep. And this is the best managed building that I've ever seen.
Really?
It is self-managed and they have plenty of reserves and, you know, it's a great.
Who built the
Awesome.
Randall did?
Randall?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 2121 Kirby, the Huntington, Unit 6 and E, $2,850,000. Danny Gleason. Anybody seen this?
I actually have seen this, it's a nice unit, it's been updated, a little more on the contemporary side of, running up.
For the honey.
It's been, this is actually relisted Danny, he's co-speaking with Robert. Really, a lot of nice features, and it's got well, you'll get to the pictures here. One of the bedrooms has a Murphy bed in it.
Wait, we can't hear you, Debbie.
One of the bedrooms has a Murphy bedroom, or Murphy bed in it. The other one that got set up as an office.
Nice.
Nice kitchens, it's stainless countertops. It's, I mean, it's really nice.
Huntington.
Doesn't look like the Huntington.
A lot of built-ins everywhere, there's tons of storage throughout this.
27, 20.
Looks good.
What floors? 6,
And what views?
north,
Elephant.
east.
Northeast. Good views. Yeah,
I think that the big issue on that is,
back building.
no, it's
No, it's what's going up, right?
that, you know where Mimosa was?
Yeah.
They have those two, well, they're supposed to.
The Revere and the
Mimosa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to probably put up a mid.
Yeah.
Probably a mid-rise.
It'll be
It's gonna look right in the
stories.
Revere.
So that's gonna have to be, but you'll still have the views from the terrace, so.
There's the one for that.
There's
Okay.
an idea.
I've seen it, it's nice, it's realistic.
It's a nice unit, it really is.
And what's the maintenance fee?
Well,
Yeah,
this
well,
looks like
when you
the
see the
Huntington.
thing.
How big was this? 20?
It is 4522 square feet and the maintenance is 3889.
And you just saw one that was $1,540 a month.
Wow.
Different buildings. Difference.
3244 Avalon in River Oaks, $3,750,000 with your
That's a
Porterfield.
realist for the.
With a new price.
Lower price.
This looks better, what did she do, what did they do to it?
They didn't do anything to it, they just lowered the price.
Looks better.
That price
Price went down. Great house.
I think that was the last one.
Oh. Okay, any other new listings? No new listings, would y'all get Kara and Esper to come in, please? Okay. Kara, Tidal Houston Holdings brought us this lovely breakfast this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's beautiful.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so
Come on in.
much for having us.
Come here, come stand here, because the camera has to get you.
Okay. Hi there. Sure. Yeah, so good morning. Thank you so much for having us. I'm Kara Whittington with Tidal Houston Holdings. And here with me today is Kelly Bednars, Brandy Harris, and Frank Vandiver. Frank, did you want to?
Good morning. Thank you all very much for having us today. Glad that some of our members of our team could be here. We hope you all are having a great summer. Glad to get here maybe one last time before the move. Right?
I
Looking
know.
forward to seeing the new digs.
We're counting the days.
But we appreciate it. We'd love to serve you and your customers whenever you need some help.
Perfect. Well, I just wanted to say really quick, about your favorite thing, secure emails. I've had so many different agents, lenders, buyers, sellers tell me they can't open our emails. They're always sent secure. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's a rule. Every single title company must send all emails secure. And they might use a different company or whatnot, but we can't scan, print out everything, scan it in. But it seems to be an issue. So if for some reason you can't open the emails, let us know. We'll see what we can do with that.
Are
But
they trying to open them on their phone? Is that the
I
problem?
think it might be their phone, it might be, a tablet device or something like that. But all you have to do for our emails is just create one time a username and password, and then from then on, you can just keep on receiving all of the emails. But
Another user.
you have to do that for every different transaction that we're working on.
Well, but once you're in, you're in. And that's, the
Yes.
problem is, we work with a bunch of lawyers on our commercial stuff, and they won't even try the first time. They'll just call and scream and complain. Like,
And send me it.
guys, it's not that hard. Just one time. Come on, you can do it.
Yeah.
But we do have a great IT vendor who will walk you through it, and even if it's another title company stuff, our vendor's a good one, I think, and a lot of title companies use it, but some title companies use other vendors. And, there's different ways, dual factor authentication. I think ours is simple, it's been very effective, and so, as Kelly said, just call us if you have any questions.
Well, and if for some reason I've had some agents talk to IT on their end and get our emails approved to receive and accept. So it's pretty simple, but just let us know if you have any problems, because they're always going to be secure. Everything has to be very secure these days.
Good.
Also, really quick, next week we have an Instagram class here that one of our underwriters is teaching. And it's a really good class. Everyone really loves her, so y'all should try to make it. It's Thursday,
It's here at 9:30.
9:30. So-
Next Thursday, 9:30 a.m., Instagram.
It's on the hub, so you can sign up at the hub, and if you would, please, so we know.
We know how many are coming, yeah.
Okay, thanks for having us.
Perfect.
Thank
We all
y'all.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Brenda.
That's a four.
Real quickly, before we start, I love getting these letters. As you know, it's like when you do something wrong or do something good, they tell one person. When you do something bad, they tell 8 million people. Yes. So you can imagine the calls I get are not,
So good.
sometimes not all that good. And it's not our agent's fault. They're just complaining because, their house didn't sell for what they thought it should have sold for. So it's our fault. But I got this letter. Dear Ms. Thompson, we are writing to compliment Patricia Savage, one of your realtors in the Bay Area region of Houston, on her help when we recently sold our house. We first met Patty last fall when we were interviewing possible realtors. She was very professional and provided us with lots of good information on how to sell our house. We followed her instructions when staging our house, and she also provided a photographer who took superb photos of the house for use on internet realty sites. We put our house on the market in March and had 30 showings in 4 days, resulting in multiple offers. We were extremely pleased with the price we received, which Patty told us we might get, and the entire Martha Turner team, including the communications, are y'all listening? The communications with the people at the Martha Turner call center.
Yay!
Let's go on. Yeah. Patty was also able to recommend us a good moving company and title company and work with us in all pieces. We have recommended Patty to several other people. We are really happy we picked Patty and Martha Turner as our realtor of choice. A stressful process went about as easy as it could. Lovely. Patty. Lovely letter. Okay, here we go. Let's talk listings. Y'all ready?
Keith is first, but where is the?
Tell Keith to get back in here. Oh, well, we'll come back to him.
All right, so, okay, then I think you're up next, Beverly.
Y'all are not gonna tell me anything I don't already know. I tried to get my clients to kind of fire me really long. They blamed the pictures. I've had it staged a little bit. It's 45,000 over too high when they started. I tried to get the photographer or the person that did the staging in one of the rooms you'll see to paint the paneling. They can't do that. They sent it to me in Marble. Anyway, this whole house needs completely remodeling. And I've got the pictures kind of funny here, but I'll show you in just a minute. There you go. That room's horrible. That looks, that looks gorgeous.
Be sure you're noting that these are virtually staged photos
Yeah.
in your captions, okay?
Anyway,
I have to disclose that.
Yes.
this house is,
Good before.
for the area, if they would list it for $312, we would sell it 100 days ago.
Won't they paint it? They won't
No,
paint
they
the
think
panels?
it's beautiful. And I'm doing this so I can report that another thing that I've done. I'm trying to sell it. I've had 4 open houses. I'm not having any more. I've only had 2 agents to show one, and they both said it needs completely remodeling. They think it doesn't. Anyway. I really don't need to.
So the price, you're not seeing that they're willing to reduce the price.
No, they listed it, when I went in on the interview, I said, let's list it for $318, sell it for about $305. They listed it for $345, they got it at $325, and they're not there.
Tell them we said they need to paint the
They need to-
paneling.
Tell them
Yeah.
that we said it needs to be under 320.
Okay, is Carol Lance here?
Thank you.
But I'm helping her.
Okay, so this is Wyndham Estates.
Okay, God
Robin,
bless.
Yes,
did I miss my turn?
No,
Okay. Because my price is lower. Sorry.
okay,
Okay, so this house has been on the market for 2 years. It started at over $1 million, and it was $1,185,000. Now it's $850,000. It's vacant. It's over 5,300 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath. It's in a gated community. Has 2 patios, balcony, sitting room off the master, new roof, new carpet. The kitchen and the bath need to be updated. Help.
what are the fees?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't tell me that.
Oh, that's great.
What's it backing to?
Well, I don't know that.
Is something about to be built right behind it, or?
She didn't tell me.
All right, so let's see, you said there's fees?
Can't be much.
Not that much.
This is like a cash.
No,
$625 quarterly,
Oh,
that's not bad. Yeah. That's not what,
28,000 taxes.
well, it's based on the price.
without the
That's what they're
price.
paying. They probably have it valued over $1 million.
And the master's up,
Yes, master's up.
Have any others sold in that community?
What's wrong?
Yeah. On Wyndham, North and South Wyndham, they're selling all the time.
Well, it had all those trees in the back.
Size.
So what do y'all think? I mean, that seems like a good price for 5,400 square feet.
Yeah.
What do you think the issue is?
Whoa,
Someone want bigger yard, is the yard?
it's CDO.
It's kind of all house, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
That's
Well,
can't
it's,
do
but
anything
that's a
about
big
that.
lot.
Well, a couple of those rooms could be.
How can the square footage of the house be bigger than the square footage of the lot?
It's
Yeah.
That happens a lot. But Robin, go back to the pictures. Some of those rooms could probably be neutral. Like, that's great. But there's a few of those rooms that.
That's virtually
No,
That's
space.
beautiful.
Yeah, some of those rooms
I
that
think they
were.
look nice.
That looks really nice. Keep going.
Who did the virtual staging on this?
That's nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that backyard.
What
What is the backyard look
Take
like?
off those
Lose
drapes.
some of the pictures. There's only
Well, there,
15.
yeah, there's only 15.
Doesn't matter,
Pictures
lose
of the
some of them.
backyard. I have a feeling it back.
To an office building.
Click on,
Yeah.
click on the address.
Oh, where that is.
But you can't do anything.
Yeah, there's gotta be a reason.
Yeah.
Because that's a nice
Well, look,
size
it's
patio.
just greenery.
Yeah.
That's a nice location.
No, that's a good
Just back to
location.
the-
It's still vacant.
It's weird.
What?
It's still vacant behind there, I think. There's nothing there yet.
Yeah,
But there will be.
so is that the issue, that there's gonna be something built there?
Yeah,
That's
across the street.
Hey, it could be retail.
The front just
No, no,
looks
no.
super
It just
dangerous.
takes it right.
Well, that's
I mean, it's a great, this is a great location.
It's great looking.
Right, but the
Yeah.
front just looks stuck in that era. It just looks
Yeah.
so dangerous.
Maybe more
Paint it.
landscaping.
What about painting the brick?
Yeah,
That's
That
the
brick is
point.
nice.
Or get
No,
them to
but
virtually
it's
see
painted, it's more.
Right.
So has anybody gotten a bid for that? I think it's about, I think my neighbor got one for about
To
12,000.
paint the
To
brick.
do what?
Paint the brick?
Paint the brick. That's not
Does
bad.
that sound about right?
That sounds low. Low to me.
I think I paint that brick, I might do some more landscaping.
All right, thank you everyone for the feedback.
So now
I
we
would
can figure
put
that
color
out.
in the front.
Yeah, that's, I think you're right.
It's all dark green, I would
Uh-huh.
put bright color in that front.
So here is Jana Giamalba's 52 East Broad Oaks for $1,695,000. It's been on the market quite a long time.
This is gonna go for a lot.
5970 square feet. Anybody know anything about this?
What's left now?
Well, I mean, I think that's a lot better.
This could be an amazing redo, y'all. This could be a.
Oh, no, it could be unbelievable. It's the best redo on the market.
Yes.
But it takes, you're talking big bucks. I mean, you're talking
$1,000,000.
easily $500,000.
So what are they asking?
1695.
So,
And it's
And they have
$2 million in it.
They don't know the
Yeah, it's a
rent.
million for sure.
it's a what?
Another million to make it really.
Million.
Another $1,000,000, yeah.
Well, but then you'd have 2.5 million.
I know, it's a fabulous house. I don't understand why this hasn't gone. Look at how beautiful it is.
Well, it would have gone if those guys had sold their house.
She gets
Oh,
showings
it's
like almost once a week.
This house is, this house
It's
is
fabulous. It is a fabulous.
So what should the price be then?
No, I mean,
Makes sense, price
I
right?
think, one thing I think she should do though is go in there and make sure all those lights are on. Because to me, it shows dark. And I'll tell her, I just really feel like she needs to get an electrician to go in there and just change light bulbs.
Maybe put some of those LED lights.
Yeah, it shows
Light
dark,
right.
because you got so much brown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this kitchen.
It's kind of a brick, yeah, it's a cool kind of old timey brick.
Wood down.
Yeah.
Well, with the
No,
brick,
this is a
I love the
fantastic
brick.
location.
I do
It's
too.
incredible. It just makes you sick.
What's that address?
I mean, why, do you really think it would take $1 million?
I think it would take it about $750.
I think it's gonna be.
She thinks $1 million.
She had
But she had
expensive
better taste
taste.
than me.
Oh, yes. That is so not true.
You should have seen her house.
You should see her house.
You should have seen her house.
You should see her.
I'm sticking with Martha. I've seen your, you
Okay, that's a
have good
terrible
taste.
Yeah, but really one of the big problems is the yard is so fine that for somebody to go in there and really do that yard and do a pool, I mean, you're talking big, you're talking 250, that's fine.
Yeah,
Or, and then
yeah.
adds, Martha's adding that to her 750 and she's now at $1 million.
She is.
So
We are pretty much in agreement.
Yeah,
just want you to know that.
but if you put $1 million into it, could you then eventually resell it at $2.5 million?
Or 2.7.
Oh, I think you could.
Yeah,
What's the name of
good,
that
okay.
company?
No, he
Curio?
did, he did more.
Maybe even more, like
Because
2 acres.
Because it's
because
that
people
cool.
can't figure out what to do with it.
It's right across, have you seen it? It's right across from Suzanne's, from Bonner's house.
Yeah,
Yeah, on that cul-de-sac.
Has Suzanne sold that?
Tell me you need $1 million.
That's right.
Okay, Chrissy,
Yes.
tell us about Sugar Hill, 5616, Tanglewood, $2,990,000.
Yes, this is a beautiful Daniel Parker Robert Gate home in Tanglewood. And so we're just not getting much showings. It's 6 bedrooms, so a lot of the feedback we're getting is that it's just a little too big. There's a 3rd story that when you kind of get up there, you're just like overwhelmed with just more space. So this was, taken a year and a half ago. The furniture's kind of been moved out slowly. The seller's just getting frustrated. He just doesn't know why it's not selling. We're showing him days on market are very high in Tanglewood. Of course, that doesn't make him.
It's on Sugar Hill, right?
It is on Sugar Hill, so
Okay.
people say it's a busy street.
Yeah, it is.
But there's speed bumps and.
But 2990 is too much on Sugar Hill
So
in that location.
we even had marketing go in and try to whiten the cabinets because we thought maybe it was just a little dark. All the colors, the walls are seagrass. And so it just looks a little yellowy. So we had marketing try to brighten it up for us. We don't know if it's really helping.
There, they bring it up.
No,
That's a little too bright.
That's a little too bright.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
The outside
to
space is
me,
beautiful.
and I'm just looking at it from the outside, there is no snap to this house.
Okay.
I mean, you just walk through and you yawn. Okay, it's a pretty house, okay.
It
Yeah,
is
it's got
pretty
this,
house,
yeah, it's
but
got
that-
this.
If you go back one, please, Robin, that's like a wine room, and people kind of they're kind of unsure what to do with that space, because it's not really a real wine room.
And it's kind
No,
of
it's not.
oddly
It's kind of
placed.
oddly placed. People always want a bedroom on the 1st floor, which this doesn't have, which maybe it can be converted. There's just a lot of seagrass everywhere, and we've tried to tell the seller, if you were to just paint, if you replace the carpet,
Reduce the price.
Yeah.
they're the 2nd lowest price per square foot.
You can't go by.
Because you're.
And maybe go back and take an exterior at night.
Okay,
Light it all up and take an exterior at
let's
night.
say how big is this lot?
17,000, but with very little grass in the backyard.
Okay, so a lot just sold on Boardley for $1.3 million, I think. And you're asking how much?
299.
3 million.
So is the house worth over $1.5 million?
It's a,
It's 8,800 square foot house.
No,
It's huge.
it's not. It's a used home. It's not. I think you go into the seller and you hit them back into it. Okay, if the lot is worth $1 million, then how much is a used home that needs to be redone according to the young people, and you can blame it on the young people who are buying in Tanglewood. A used home that needs to be redone, how much is that worth? He's too high.
Right?
$1 million. That puts you $2 million, right? I'm just telling you what you need to do. You need to back into it with it.
So the problem in Tanglewood is people paid 3.2 for that house when they bought it. I mean, he probably paid.
Well,
That is totally irrelevant.
Well, in 600 days.
yeah, but that's irrelevant at this point.
When did you buy it?
Yeah, and it's a 2005 house.
They bought it in 2006.
What goes up?
It's 13 years.
I think you need to back into it with it and blame it on the young people. They're going in there and they don't like redoing anything. And your feedback has been that it needs to be redone. It's over 10 years. It's 14 years old now, almost 15. And the lot's worth $1 million. You know?
The other issue is at this price, really your buyer pool has already seen it over and over. And if no one is creating any dialogue, then it's time to get it low enough that you're getting a whole new slew of buyers, which would really be at like 2.5.
It's
We
5.
talked
Yeah.
about 2.6, we've had people talk about offers 2.6. He was even considering it for sell by owner and doing like a lease for a while and then coming out and buying it, but
Well, then there's the market. If you have someone telling you 2.6, that's pretty telling.
and I think what we're kind of getting worried is that we've had a listing for, 500 days. And now it's like, well, maybe I just need new energy. So now Kelly's trying to figure out, well, new energy's not really gonna do anything, but how can I explain to him that it's the house?
Then you
You're
go
doing
in with those
something different.
statistics and you back into it. Just say, what does he do for a living?
He's like an oil or something.
Okay, so he's used to
He
looking
owns
at
the
numbers.
company. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
he's
likes
used to numbers. Back into it and just say, let's sit down, let's back into this.
I'll
Yeah.
look at that boardly listing.
Yeah.
Send that to him.
Okay.
But also, I would share with him that we had this opportunity at this meeting.
Yeah, we told him we're coming. He's
Yeah.
excited to hear what we said.
And you have.
Oh, maybe not too excited.
But you have to.
It's a hard
Yeah.
conversation.
Right here in this room.
But just say, look, this is what everybody else is doing. They're saying, okay, this land is worth X.
On a busy street.
Now, it's on, and the reason he's not gonna get the same thing as Borley is because he's on Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
You know, it's a busy street, so the land is worth $1 million, let's say. Now let's back into it. Here you've got this house that needs to be redone. It's 15 years old. And let him do the numbers. Give him the calculator
Yeah,
and say, now figure this out,
okay.
you know?
Hey, Martha, 215 Maple Valley.
Okay, another Tanglewood house. All right, so I started out at like 2.7. I've had on the market about a year. Has a great backyard. It was built by Roland Welch. It's a one-owner home. My people now live in Dallas. This is when the tenants were in there. I've had it leased for 5 years. So now I've brought it down. I had it under contract last year with a woman from New York, and they found termites, and she freaked out. So we've had the house tinted, and now, it's just a fantastic house. It's got a great, that's a butler's pantry. It's got a great kitchen, real beautiful natural light. It's another one that just needs to be redone. We did totally paint it and redid the cabinets, beautiful breakfast room. It's on a great street in New Tanglewood. That's the family room off the kitchen. That is, same thing, a bar. And then that is the living room, which is beautiful. I've had the architect go in, and that's a master bedroom, go and do a pool rendering. I'm just baffled that this house hasn't sold. Now we've got it at 2,395. This 346, so that is higher per square foot. But he really wants to sell it. So if anybody has anyone, please, and that's precious. Please, it's got 3 guest bedrooms on the second level. That's the third guest bedroom. It's got, and they're all en suite. Then it has a great, and this is just a wrapping room that she had, but it can be a study room for kids. Right,
It's a big wrapping room.
Right. Then this is the room over the 3-car garage. It's fantastic. It has its own bath, and then isn't that cute? And then there is a third floor that has a bedroom and bath. So it could be 6,900 feet. Anyway, that's the third bedroom. Anyway, it's a great house. Has an elevator that goes to all 3 floors. It's just a great house, and I just beg somebody to just come and show it. Oh, it has a great porte-cochere with a 3-car garage. Big driveway.
You're not getting any showings?
Perfect. No, I'm not getting any showings.
There's something about the landscaping that looks unkempt to me.
That weird fuzzy tree.
Is that tree in the middle?
Well, the azaleas aren't.
And then
I
I just wonder if you could do something with those trees in the front to make them look a little bit more.
Let's see.
Manicure.
Well, yeah,
That
maybe.
tree in
That
front of
one
the
in the
house.
front of the house, Martha.
On the right, it's like, why is that there?
Well, and the one on the left
Yeah.
too.
Can't be good for the numbers.
Well, I mean,
Actually, if they would just go in and trim the lower branches of the
That
ones on the
tree.
left, that group on the left.
Yeah.
It looks unkempt. It looks like maybe someone's not taking care of it or something. I don't know.
So that tree is definitely not trimmed, right?
okay.
And again, I think these houses need color. They need,
I was thinking
especially now,
like spray flowers or something.
call a landscape right
Yeah,
and load it with color.
that's the worst thing we
Wow.
can say about that house. The house is fabulous.
The landscaping's not great.
Just keep it in mind. Oh, here I am again. Now, this is really something. This, started at $8.95, and it's $6.25 now. It's
30.
over at Post Oak Timber. It did not flood. It has 2 patios. That's a living room. It was built by Barnett. And I know it's ugly on the outside, but you
Yeah,
can't
right.
paint over there.
Oh, you can't
Are there
make the
windows on
roof.
the sides?
There's lots of light in there, there's lots of spirit skylights.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I've tried to lighten it up more, but that's how it looked when they lived there. And, it's vacant now.
The floors are dark.
Yeah, the floors are dark. There's no doubt
You
about it.
might take some vacant photos, because it's a little
Yeah.
cluttered looking.
It is, I
They
agree.
got a lot of furniture.
Martha, I
Big
agree.
furniture.
Why don't you take
If it's vacant, I would-
photos with it vacant and
Yeah.
maybe virtually stage it with some
Or show
cooler,
those.
cooler
Yeah, the
furniture.
beige,
that
yeah.
has
That's
modern-
a great idea.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Very
Martha.
cluttered.
Yes,
Yeah.
good idea.
The house looks better than
Okay, you win the star today. I remember that idea.
I think Vicky wins.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Then, let's see, Lisa, Rycheck,
Yes.
Woodbury?
So we started out definitely too high. The owner said, well, we have a double lot practically, so we really need to try to see if we can capitalize on that. But even I talked to Miss Robin and we tried it at 550. Within a couple weeks, we immediately lowered it to 525. And now we're at 499. Personally, I don't see that the price is over what it should be. That's kind of like the right price, I think, for that neighborhood. It's gated. The only issue is that it's dated. The owner, gated and dated. The owner has owned it for 19 years. He's meticulously maintained it.
Wow.
It shows amazing. We have had good feedback. It's a nice house, except for it's outdated. But he's not gonna go and remodel it because,
What about
you know, what's that?
Why not try?
I don't think there's enough value.
No.
Anyway, it's a cute little house. I don't understand why it's not.
Where's Woodbury? Is that near the med center?
It's right on this little street called Staffordshire off of Holcomb, and you can walk to all the hospitals. It never flooded, no water in the garage. Although some of the units at the front of this community had some water in the garage, which maybe is affecting what, people are thinking of the community. But the actual house has never.
Will he spend a little bit of money? Because I think if he changes that shower to a frameless,
He might
That'll-
consider that.
that'll make a big difference. And some of
I
those
think this needs some
chandeliers,
cleanup.
Yeah,
if you'll
change
just
it
like
to a little
replace
lights.
a couple of those with some, even Pottery Barn.
Okay, so
or-
go back to where you're speaking, because I'm not sure
And this
exactly.
needs some cleanup here.
Yeah.
What does that mean exactly?
That it's cluttered.
Too many pots?
Yes, yes, yes.
It would look better if it was just green though, it was the AstroTurf.
Better with the swimming pool.
That is $20 a foot though.
I know, well, I'm expensive.
So, go back to where you're speaking
Wait,
about like the update.
where did this?
Since he's willing to do a little.
Right
bit.
there,
Yeah.
right there.
There's
Okay,
one.
master shower.
Yeah, just.
What are those counters?
Change the shower.
What do you do?
That's gonna be
Yeah.
expensive.
I love it.
Because you have to take those walls out.
Okay,
then
so
what do
master
the-
shower, replace
Yeah, sure.
the glass door.
I would make it frameless,
Okay,
and then at least it disappears, and I don't know.
It is the one thing that screams.
Right?
Okay.
And even if they remodel the rest of the bathroom, they can keep that.
okay, so what about the other bathroom?
I would leave it
So
alone.
just in the master bath, replace the shower door?
And
That's
that, and that chandelier in the dining room to me is terrible.
Okay, what about appliances in the kitchen?
Well,
Anybody
that's-
think
What's the
that's,
countertop?
it's just like white Corian, it's from the
Corian,
original build, it's from 1998.
You know what?
Everything's-
Forget it. Don't do the shower
No,
door.
it's all
I
in
don't
the
think
front.
so.
No, it's got Corian counter. It's a total redo.
It's not, you could redo the shower and nothing else.
Price,
Makes
price.
you-
Okay, so what price should it be?
Seems like a good price.
Yes, anybody, hello?
I sold one a year ago.
What's that?
I sold one a year ago in Staffordshire, and it took 90 so days to get
Okay.
it sold. But I went around to the medical center and put out Properties Magazine and my flyer on top with that listing, and I didn't get any showings until after I did that. So you might want to do
Where did
that.
I'm getting a lot of showings. I don't personally think that that's the problem. I don't know if it's the price
Then it's
or
the
it's
price.
the fact that it's so
If it's
dated that
showing
people are having a hard time deciding what can I do to this house to make it ready.
Lisa,
Yes.
if you're getting showings
Yes,
And no offers.
and no offers, how many,
we got one offer for $468.
Well, there's
he
your
should have
price.
taken it?
Oh,
That's
Okay.
That's
So at
like,
this point,
they
do
didn't
you
count
think
it?
I should go down to 475?
Yes.
yes.
I think you should call your.
Call that guy
price
for
back.
468.
Or maybe we can offer a credit back?
No,
I'm
no.
No, nobody does that.
Who did the credit backs?
Right.
I feel like I'm getting 89 comments, but I don't know what I'm here supposed to.
Lower the price.
Lower the price.
Or
go, see if you can revive that offer.
Yeah,
How long ago did you get that offer?
2 weeks.
Call them.
I called them yesterday.
468.
Take it.
I
Fine with that. Dang.
Now, you tell your seller that we all said, call that offer back and sign it and take it. And if they won't, and if they will not come back, then you lower the price to 470.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the things I think you keep in mind over there is because it's mostly gonna be medical people who are super busy.
Yes.
So they will pay more to get it fixed just like they want to move in. And if they're budget conscious and they're willing to say, okay, well, I don't care because this is a great price for us to be close to the medical center. But, you know, you gotta go one way or the other.
Yeah.
Downside is that demographic is not what we are all expecting. It's international, they don't care about what it looks like. They don't
They
care
care about the price.
That's
right.
Yep, nothing about it.
Do you want me to go through the name of
Thank you. So annoying.
No one knows.
Okay,
This one is
But as soon as
Melissa.
you look, you just say,
yes, this is my personal home in Woodside.
Oh,
nice.
Melissa, yeah. Here we go.
So be nice.
Wait, Melissa, stand up so we can hear you.
That was good to say that on the front end of this.
Yeah. Really.
So we did lower the price, we started off at $495, they're down to $449, the one up the block, we just went OP at $519 after a week. So, and this has been on the market for about 2
Landscaping.
Okay, don't move from this picture. Melissa, what's wrong with this picture?
No color.
There is a lot of color, but I think it's further back. I planted all new plants, but I'm thinking about getting new pictures, maybe new, the crepe myrtles are going down.
Oh, yeah. Not a good picture.
Well,
Take it at night.
this picture does not show it well because it looks in the picture like the beds are dead.
And they have weeds.
And yeah, that's right. Yeah.
These were contracts.
And look, you have your first 3 pictures are all the front. Remember, you've only got 4 on the phone and then they lose interest.
The color seems off in the picture.
Okay.
The first 4 is really what you.
What's wrong with that color? There's something wrong with the color.
Who took those pictures?
Melissa, go back. Is that truly the color of your brick? Okay, okay. All right.
You wanna paint the bricks?
Doors. No. Okay, hold on, everyone, hold on, let's get through a couple of.
Needs to be color corrected. There's something wrong with that.
There's something wrong with the
So,
picture.
yes,
Washed
I
out.
put in new windows in this year, 2019.
Looks kind
I
of fuzzy.
updated the back.
Wait. I'm sorry, people are talking up here. I can't hear you. Go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, okay. New windows in April, March of 2019. Updated the bathroom, like I talked about. This is the living room.
Why don't you move this picture up?
Yes, way up.
To the first picture.
Yeah.
Who took the pictures?
TK.
Hey, really?
Very good.
I can call it back.
See, this is a great picture. This should be in your first four.
It all looks like kind of hazy or something.
Yes, they're not crisp.
No.
Call them back and tell them we
Pictures look
said
hazy.
in a meeting that they were hazy.
Well, they need a color
I took care of
saturation.
every single bulb is the kind, I mean, I went and changed out every single
That's
bulb.
good, your lights.
Somebody,
Yeah.
which photographer, somebody's been drinking when they took pictures.
I think he's usually good.
It's,
I think they look good.
it's the editing.
There's way too many of the dining room. I mean, that's like 4 pictures of the dining room.
Look at that, Shannon.
Now, see, to me,
That's a nice picture.
that is a nice picture of your living room. Not take out that shot that makes it look like a bowling alley.
Okay.
Get rid of that. But that is a nice picture. That's cute.
All those are, we put 2012 new appliances,
That's all.
hardwood to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Living room and the dining room.
It looks good.
But it's blurred.
I think you need to call, I think you need to call
It's
TK,
blurred.
something's wrong with
I
it.
call it, I don't get it.
See, that's what's wrong.
Yeah, it's just.
I know, me too.
I'm trying to focus and I.
That's a cute shot.
I wonder if at night.
The pictures just aren't sharp, that's, and the color saturation.
Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yeah,
So
she needs to
same
go back to
thing.
Wait,
TK.
go back.
This is
Look.
the family room.
Yeah, that's a cute
That's
picture
so
right
cute.
there.
So is the
This
next
one's
one.
better. I
That
like
one's
this
good
one.
too.
I like them both.
I like the other one better.
And it looks onto a courtyard there with the guards behind the courtyard.
That's so cute.
Nice house.
Well, right now.
Yeah. That's the guest bedroom.
Maybe add some photo descriptions.
Okay.
Oh. Right.
And new frameless shower door I did this year, retiled.
But you are gonna put descriptions under,
Yeah.
like say those things about the new.
That's good. 2 months of the, no wording under there at all.
Right.
Doesn't sound-
That's the bathroom. And that's the laundry room. Courtyard.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Okay, you need a couple of pots out there.
Okay.
And color.
Yeah.
Even
Color.
Tell them to get rid of a lot of that cloud too. There's just no color.
Okay.
You gotta have, go back. Tell me how to fix your house. Will you come tell me how to fix my house?
No, you're good.
But you know what? Maybe a pot with green or
Yeah.
something. Here, just a color, you know? What do you call those? Is it aspidistra that grows? Is that it?
The vine.
Whatever. Something green. A green plant there and maybe another pot here with some green or color, you know?
And wording.
Well, she's got that. She's gonna do that. Okay.
2 months?
Yeah.
Well, she can do that. Okay, y'all.
Oh, take that away.
That looks a little sad.
What is that?
Lilies. We're
Y'all are so mean. Yeah, that looks a little sad.
You're staying on it. You haven't moved it.
It's pretty.
Well, that's,
But
okay,
can you-
thanks.
Oh my God.
But can you,
Just take that picture
Just
out.
take the previous picture.
Take that one out.
Graveyard picture.
take that
Put some corn in there.
and then here, put,
That's a bad picture. That is a bad picture.
Put swings in there.
There's no fixing that. Those two are.
You can pick on the market.
Melissa, I think that I would have, and I understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
The pictures are not crisp,
Okay,
so I would have it reshot,
okay,
but I would take out a lot of these pictures.
Okay.
And then put your captions under it,
okay.
and like add a few, like, I know your front yard, you said looks better now,
Mhm.
because the plants are probably, the flowers are probably grown, yeah. And,
Like even the grass needs to be green.
Yes.
And they can correct that.
I don't think they yet.
Yeah, it is way too far back.
John Paul said the pictures are overexposed and TK can fix that.
Right.
Really.
Wow.
It
Right.
looks better on my phone though, just PS.
Oh, it
for
does
color.
look better on your phone.
So the saturation of color is much, so for whatever reason, what we're seeing there is not.
For some reason that, but
And like
it,
maybe just the lighting in the screen.
Yeah.
but the other
My
pictures
house
are
is
better.
very white, it's grayish white, so it might be.
okay,
Well, your interiors are great.
your
Right,
house is
interior is
cute, we just need to get rid of some of the pictures.
Yeah.
And you know
Can't
what?
have 4 photos of the front.
Yeah, it had one photo in the front, but, like on the living room pictures, the one that I said was so cute, even on some of the bedroom pictures. Like, right, yeah, but keep going. Where's it?
Keep going,
with that.
there.
No, I don't like
I
that.
like that.
That looks like a, no, that looks like a bowling alley. Keep going. Right there. Look how cute that is. But you know, even you, it's cute. Now, I know this is the color you like, but can you borrow, I'll bring you a colored throw to put on here or
Okay.
something, you know? It's just those pops
With some
of
colorful
color.
pillows.
Yeah, or a
Yeah.
pillow, or, you know, does that make sense? Like you need a pink throw. Does anybody have a pink throw she can borrow for a
Oh, I
while?
have lots of pink, but the stager told me to put my pink away, it was too pink.
No, because you've got, it's all gray and white, which is pretty, so you've got to have a pop of color. Yeah, and a throw goes naturally on a couch. Yes.
I sold this house when you bought it from the estate. And this is very close to where I live, so I've gone by this a lot, and no offense intended, but the curb appeal is not the strongest on that house. Your interior is, but I think because when you drive down the street, it's just kind of lost there. I personally love a double door entry. And if you highlighted that, there's a guy named Will Modern, and I'll put you in touch with him, that can help you pick appropriate color for that pink brick. And put some nice hardware, like some mid-century modern hardware. I think that'll create a lot of more drive-by interest and a better picture for your
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Very good idea.
Yes, because the outside doesn't reveal what's inside. It's very, it doesn't.
The outside is not reflective of how cute it is inside, so you've got to draw people inside.
And, you know, you gotta
And
speak to
we're trying to
mid-century
talk to
modern too.
We're trying to talk to her. Hang on. What, Lorian?
I said she needs to speak to the mid-century modern aspect because it's
There
so
you go.
popular. The little wrought iron chairs are too, isn't that what that is?
Right.
Now, I would get rid of that look. Yeah, do something more modern. You need
So,
to have something.
see, she's saying, speak to the mid-century modern people who are driving by. Oh, I really want to go in that house and look at that house. You know, and what would she put out there? You have to put it in.
Bench, like anything more contemporary.
A petite bench or something, or topiary.
But I'm telling you, this
Green
guy,
color.
he's worth the consulting fee. He's helped me enormously with stuff.
Who is it, Lauren?
His name is Will Martin, and his company is Will Modern.
Will you send him?
He's also a realtor, and he just built his 2 things from the ground up, and he renovates mid-century moderns. In fact, he sold one on Sun Valley that he did, which is very close to her. And he did a great job.
Melissa, get his name and talk to him. And he can show you a quick fix, just to draw people to the front, you know, go, oh gosh, I wanna go in that house.
Well modern.
Okay.
So Marilyn, that's what I was telling her. I'm sorry that I wasn't speaking to the whole.
You were.
No, that.
Good.
I was telling her, put some Adirondack chairs out
Yeah.
in the yard
I
to,
would need to
you
do
know,
that.
to-
Something more contemporary.
yeah, you're right in that it doesn't fit.
Yeah. And maybe if you, when you have the front retaken, now really look at the front and look at it as from a realtor and make sure he gets in closer to it.
Right.
And make sure the color shows. Look at his camera. If the color isn't showing, then you need some more pots, or you need a pot with a overflowing with colored flowers or something, you know? I can't tell you how much color adds to the front of a house. You know, you can almost take away the, you know, not on Melissa's house, but on some of these houses, you can take away so much of the I don't want that house feeling by people driving by and going, oh, look how pretty that is. Look at those, look at the, I'm making stuff up, pansies, whatever. You know, look how pretty that is. It immediately draws them to the house. Does that make sense? Okay.
There's those great Starburst, remember those hardware expressions, whatever they're called from the 50s? You could get all that stuff now. You could get really cool mailboxes, just little, in color, just little details that pop up front of a house.
Yeah, that really make all the difference in the world. Yes, sir.
I think on this last one is a very reason why we have this meeting, some really good input. I think on some of the other ones, you know, the pictures are good, the descriptions are good. I think the bigger issue is some of these houses have had multiple birthdays on the market. And this might be oversimplistic, but what I tell my sellers going into it is, we can pull comps all day. The market speaks, and the market
That's
doesn't
right.
tell us. And multiple birthdays, the market's speaking.
Isn't it?
The buyers are yelling at you. I
Right.
tell them they're yelling at them. You know, the buyers are not just talking to you, the buyers are yelling at you. You're too high. That's why, like, Kelly, y'all are gonna Chrissy, y'all are gonna have to really go in the back way with him. People who are numbers people, don't hesitate to put that calculator right in front of them. Now, you need to have already done the numbers so you can say, okay, so here is the lot, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's look at a used home, 15 years old, that needs to be totally redone. Nobody's gonna pay you $200 a square foot for. They may pay you $125 just for the structure, but they're gonna go in and totally gut it. So so the structure alone is only worth about $100 a square foot. So now we do $100 a square foot plus your lot, where does that put you, Mr. Seller? And he's calculating and doing all this going, well, I can't sell for that. Then we need to take it off the market, because that's what the market is going to bear at this time. And then they will eventually come around and get it, but you need to back into it sometimes. Yes, ma'am.
Is it too late to add one?
Are you already out?
5729 Logan.
5729.
5729B Logan Lane.
LOG again.
Is it a townhouse or? It's a single family. 5729B.
Okay, Logan Lane,
Just forwarded the door.
how much is this? Think about it, Leanne.
1,150,000.
1 million what?
1,150,000.
1,150,000.
Backs up, it backs up to the bird sanctuary right there where, Brenner's, there's a gate that goes into, Brenner's. So if you have people that don't like to cook, this is the perfect house. It's got a courtyard entry, the courtyard's to the left. That's the dining room and, study or living room or wine area. That's the dining room, study, kitchen. that
Now,
porch off.
Did this get any water in Harvey?
None.
None.
And it's
Oh, look
also,
at that.
it's also on steel piers. So, I mean,
You might want to virtually stage it, I think.
Does it back up to the bayou?
it has a water view. It backs up to the, have you guys been to Brenner's on the Bayou?
Yes.
Okay, on the left side, how you have that beautiful rolling hills and everything, that's your view. So there's never anybody that's gonna be behind you. It's the, I mean, it's a
Is all
great,
that stated at somewhere?
is all that what?
Stated somewhere about the view and no
Oh,
behind.
yeah.
That's a beautiful.
It is under the pictures.
Look at that, wow.
Do you have like an aerial shot to where they can see the location?
No, but that's a good idea. I'll do that.
And I think it needs some staging, either virtual or.
Staging.
So what's the feedback from the agents? My buyers are 50-50. Half the time they're pissed that it's virtually staged when they arrive and they feel let
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
the other
it should
time,
say in the, don't you put it in the picture?
In the remarks under the picture, it should say virtually stay.
Yeah, but
I
he's
get
just
that,
saying.
but people
Oh.
don't read. Like on
Yeah.
Redfin, there are no captions.
Yes, people
Oh.
get really
So people that are
irritated.
looking at these photos, then walk into a house, and the first reaction is spinach in the teeth. They're like, well, what happened?
Yeah.
And
Why
you
they
lose
do-
that momentum, that the house, and that's half the
They
time.
start.
The other half, no one says anything, but I was just
I
interested.
do the virtually
interested to
staged
what
picture,
other
not the
agents-
side of the empty picture.
I would say you're doing the right thing because you're getting him in the door.
What's that?
At least you're getting him in the door, which if you didn't have the pictures, probably you wouldn't get him in.
So you're saying they're irritated?
No, I'm not virtually
Yeah, they're
staging.
irritated.
When I take a buyer to a house.
Sorry.
Yes.
I slip my wrist before I.
Well, not everybody has the money to stage.
So that, the question is it this service is virtually staged? Have you guys heard that feedback from your
Yes.
buyers? You have.
Yes.
I haven't
I
heard
have. My
Well, if you
buyers-
can put the pictures side by side in MLS, Lord, you can have a jillion pictures.
Yeah.
And, you know, put the vacant living room and the virtually staged living.
I know I can, what I'm saying is that when,
A lot of people.
are you recommending
Yeah.
agents do that?
Well, what we did in Stablewood is, we virtually staged it and then we had photos blown up and put on easels in each room that was empty. And so when they walked in, they saw what the room could be. And I mean, it's big.
Yeah.
That's the master, and then you've got a bedroom or sitting area off the master and a patio.
I just
Really
think, I just
lovely.
think when you have a large house like this and they're just pictures of big open rooms, it's
You need
not
furniture.
captivating.
People don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there needs to be furniture or virtual
Okay.
furniture.
Well, they're open to staging. Anybody have a good?
Is it
Oh,
shown?
yeah.
Yes.
No.
It's not even shown?
Yeah. No,
I'd
it's
say
zero.
for sure.
And I haven't lowered the price. When I took it over, it was Paul Weiss's listing, and it was higher. It was 1,195.
And where are you?
1,150.
Yeah, Paul?
My first thought also was an aerial shot, but it might work against you if the homes are too close together. The picture was taken from the back balcony that shows the backyard.
Uh-huh.
If they were to aim it up a little bit, I think you would pick up all that back green space.
Because you don't have any neighbors from there, you look across the bayou.
Right.
So that's the selling point of that, because that's unique to that
Yeah.
location, I think.
Try both.
I don't like that.
I was even
I
gonna
don't
take
like
that
that
out.
photo.
His face looks very unkempt.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, take that out.
If they're open to staging, I think that would be.
Yeah.
Also,
Hold on, I gotta give.
you know
Cindy.
how Margaret will often do like photos with things that are nearby, like pictures of Brenner, I don't know how you. Memorial Park,
Yeah, I
Brenner's,
told him to
you
do
have
that.
all that stuff right there.
Lifestyle
And a lot of
photos.
people-
Yeah.
Lifestyle photos who don't know that area.
Walnut
That's
Cafe,
so
you've
good.
got everything
Yeah,
walking.
let me do that.
You're so close to some cool things.
I mean, if you're right by Brenner, you can get those.
Well, and how about Bayou Bend? It's just
Bayou
right
Bend
across
is right
the-
there.
Right.
How they can
Yeah.
walk to
Get
it.
a beautiful
Yeah.
picture of that.
Keith,
Okay, this is, 3 Philbrook. It was on the market at we started at 3750 for the seller. Our market idea, Monica, for Sheer and I was 35. We're now down at 35.
That's the first startup?
Well, I rotate them all the time. So this is my first photo now because to a lot of people that have been looking in this category of home, they need to have multiple car garage. This holds 6 cars.
But I wouldn't do that for the first.
Okay, well, I can
The
easily
very
change
first.
it. It's enough.
That, look at that.
Wow. That's
Then
pretty.
go into the garage. Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's
I
pretty.
wouldn't have the garage for the first picture. That's, yeah.
So, kitchen photos.
Oh, that's a beautiful
That's
picture. Now, that should be
gorgeous.
first.
No
That
problem.
is gorgeous.
No problem. We have some great photos. I'm serious. I rotate them literally every week, so.
Are you letting Houston Photos know that every week? I see that it changes on Zillow and everything.
Yeah.
Good job, Liz.
This is Carlton Woods.
Yes.
Wow.
What's the absorption rate there right now?
Very low. So I mean, it's 1 a year. So I mean, it's not like we had a contract within a month and then that fell out. Now we've had multiple showings, probably 7 or 8 showings to date, which for that price point is good in that area. We're just not getting anyone to bite, and it's not a price issue. I've got someone who's looking at either this home or East End. They'll let us know this week. It's just at that price point, there are not that many that are picked out there. There aren't that many buyers. But it's a stunning home. It's been completely redone, 8 air conditioning units. Everything's like new. Baccarat light crystal chandeliers.
What'd you call it?
Baccarat.
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 Yeah.
Baccarat.
Thank you, Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Anyway, it's a stunning home. That's a Fendi chandelier there. I mean, it's got great. Sir? Fendi, sorry, Fendi. Yes.
Have you done a mailing to like their neighbors?
Yeah, Monica took care of that. Yeah, she handles all that area, so she knows pretty well. So, huge garage. The reason the garage is important is the ceiling was lowered. 30 LED lights were put in. That's one of the garages. The floors are raised. There's wiring underneath. It's got a paddle court in the back, which is like tennis for some people. And then it's got outdoor living space. It's a really lovely home. The only thing that hasn't been redone was the pool. We've had people talk about redoing the pool, and it costs about $200,000 to redo the pool. Okay, so if you spend $200,000 on the pool and made it very hip and modern to fit the interior contemporary feel of the home, then okay, you've got a great home at a fair price. That's why we lowered it to $250,000.
Well, I think they're getting real picky about the pool.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
What does the BTSA for those agents in Carlton Woods, does it move?
No. Do you have one?
Does not?
No. You think? In other words, you think that's a good idea?
Well,
Not
$50,000 BTSA
Yeah.
to that agent, because they're only doing like 4 or 5 deals a year.
Yes, I would do that. It works every time I put a BTSA, even a little one in Cypress, and that area out north, 1960, when I sold in Northgate, the BTSA for $25,000 sold that stupid, ugly house. Oh my God, it was so awful. It was the ugliest house I've ever sold. And I sold it in 90 days or so with the $25,000 bonus.
You can call Monica for Sheer and ask her.
Talk to Monica about it, see if it works.
See if that moves. Because if there's so much competition, taking your adversary, making your advocate. That may be.
Okay.
Well, I'm co-listing it with her. She hasn't suggested that yet, but I'll call her right now and ask her. Thank you.
Here's your other one.
Yeah, and this one is kind of a problem in the sense that because it's on Bolivar, Rancho Caribe, they can't get FEMA insurance, so it has to be private insurance. We're priced at $350,000 for getting a home of this size. It's well built. It was built by the developer who developed all of Rancho Caribe, which has 200 homes in it. It's right on the golf course. That driveway going up, the balcony is big enough to put a golf cart up there, because he needed assisted help. It's got gas in the kitchen, it's nice kitchen, it's not,
He can ride his golf cart up to the balcony on the second floor?
Yeah.
Damn, I need that house.
no, it's
I mean,
it's pretty nice.
wow.
Yeah, it's available. You got views of the bay, you got views of of the ocean, the beach, you got views of Galveston, you got views of the bay when you walk around the balcony. It's really, really a fine house. But it needs, maybe new carpet, new painting. But it's a nice house.
How much is the insurance, private insurance?
Insurance is the problem. That's
How much is it?
private insurance, like 9,000, 10,000.
Wow. A year?
Yeah.
Well, but that doesn't seem so out of line. I think a lot of Galveston houses are
That's what
paying that
I'm
much.
wondering why are they picking on us? Because I'm sure that
Yeah.
other parts, now I don't know if it's just for Bolivar,
I was gonna ask about.
and Galveston is
Bolivar,
different.
The ferry and
Because
getting
Galveston
there.
was completely wiped out at one point. There's a lot of new construction going up, and I would think they all have the same issue.
Yeah.
We've been lowering it. And this isn't Pebble Beach, but it's a fun little golf course to go out and just hit golf balls. It's a 9-hole course. No, it's fun. You're a golfer, you know how, you go out and hit a club every now and then.
Definitely
It's fun.
Pebble Beach.
It's on the beach, but it's not Pebble.
Well, there's a face there.
There's a what?
Face.
A
Yeah.
face.
Anyway, no idea.
I think it'll sell.
All right.
Do they self-insure or do they actually pay for insurance on it?
They pay for insurance.
Pay for insurance.
So
Excuse
how
me,
much
do my
does it
current
run?
owners, they self-insure?
They self-insure.
Yes.
But if you actually had insurance, what would it be about?
That's what you said, 9,000
Oh, I'm
a
sorry.
year. Yeah. Okay. Y'all have a very, very, very safe 4th of July. And let me just tell y'all, I heard on the radio this morning that Houston ranks #1 in the country. It's the worst traffic on 4th of July weekend. So just take that, when you're driving back to Houston on Sunday, you might want to leave wherever you are at 7 a.m. and get here before the traffic does. Y'all have a great 4th of July. Be careful. And, no one's in town.
Yeah.
We will see y'all next week.
Good night.
And Melissa, where's Melissa?
Martha Navarro should be here.
Melissa Bear? Bye, y'all. Bye.